Mystery in southeastern Wisconsin. Many people are asking, what was that in the sky?
Oh my God.
It was really bizarre. I have no idea what it was.
Joe, that's the question. What was it? What did people see? Just what he saw in the sky.
Oh my God.
Definitely isn't a plane.
2,000 people in Maryland have reported seeing something unexplained in the sky over the past 2 decades.
What in the heck is that?
Did you think that you were having a close encounter?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely felt like there might have been an alien invasion or something on the way.
Having the power to reveal the unseen, cameras capture moments that bend the edges of our reality. Whether shadowy figures lurking around or mysterious lights painting the sky dark, join us to witness the strangest things that will shock you to the core.
Are you guys seeing this? What is this?
Watching this creature might have been super exciting for the kids, but it was equally concerning for the grown-ups who knew the nature of this sighting. The mythical creature was caught on camera in 2014 in the United States, and many started questioning their own safety. The dragon-like creature was captured on camera for just a few minutes, and then it vanished behind the houses, leaving everyone shivering in fear. To some viewers, the video seemed too good to be true, and the online world was divided on its authenticity. Some had accepted their fate of living with these mythical creatures, while others denied the video and called it a well-executed edit. Cylindrical Alien.
Yeah, could you turn the focus thing?
What if I told you that a mysterious object defying all laws of aviation was spotted hovering silently over Glasgow? Well, hold on to your seats, as this black object has blown away almost every viewer so far. A couple had spotted this strange thing floating in the sky near their flat, and it had them wondering what it could be, as it did not seem like any normal aircraft or man-made object. Surprisingly, it resembled more of a humanoid figure with long legs and a slim body. As soon as the video was posted online, several people came up with different guesses. From alien life to hidden military technology, viewers went crazy with their claims, but the reality behind this encounter never came forward. Real-life Dementor. Looks like Dementors from Harry Potter have come to our world. Some locals captured this strange entity flying in the sky like it owned the whole area, and it left everyone with only one question: what could it be? The giant figure even created lightning and then vanished with a bright light just minutes after its appearance. But its short time in the sky was enough to create quite some impact on the viewers who were trying to figure out what they had encountered. While some were convinced that it was an otherworldly thing revealing itself to the world, others were persistent that this could be the work of an expert editor, leaving the encounter as an unsolved mystery. Haunted clouds. A man was driving on his way back home when he noticed and recorded this bizarre cloud formation in the sky. It looked almost as if some mythical creature was hiding somewhere in the cloud, just waiting to pop out at any given moment. The giant black wings and a slim structure in the middle made him wonder if it was some kind of a dragon. But here's the thing. It was not necessarily a dragon, but a result of pareidolia. It's the magical thing our mind does when it forms patterns in random shapes, like seeing a dog in the clouds. Just this one was a bit too creepy as compared to the ones normally seen. Black Demon. Sometimes just shadows and smoke can be far scarier than any creepy-looking ghost. Just like this peculiar formation that baffled every person who looked up in the sky to find a black entity unfolding in the most majestic yet strange manner. It had no particular face, yet its presence was enough to leave everyone with a question about what it was and how it got there. Although it looks complicated, this could be as simple as a smoke formation created by some machinery or another object. Illusion. I'm pretty sure you must have seen this one because this video made rounds on the internet and confused a lot of people. If you look at it like this, it might look like some alien being was making its way back home. But hold on, if you tilt your device sideways, you'll see a whole new perspective of this video. This was a duck swimming peacefully in the water. It's amazing how a simple camera trick can change everything. Moving object. Sometimes if you want to witness anomalous phenomena, you don't need to visit other planets. Just look up in the sky and you'll see something like this staring right back at you. This strange object was seen roaming in the open sky by a bunch of people. And even though they wanted to end the fuss by calling it contrails, that was not possible, because this creepy thingy was constantly moving in its place. While many were convinced that it had to be some sort of extraterrestrial technology, revealing itself just now. Whatever the case was, spotting something like that in the open sky has to be super creepy for sure. Alleged dinosaur. We all know that dinosaurs have gone extinct, but what if there was a possibility of their return? It might sound crazy, but a video filmed in Pennsylvania made everyone double-check what was real and what was not. Some locals pointed their cameras toward the sky, hoping to capture a beautiful bird. But a closer look revealed that it was not just a normal bird, but it oddly resembled the features of a long-lost species. Many onlookers even started stating that the scientists had succeeded in bringing dinosaurs back, and this was one of them soaring through the skies without any worry of being spotted. Humanoid figure. The skies over Sydney had something far more unusual than the everyday clouds for its residents. As people walked out of their houses, they spotted this humanoid figure simply hanging out in the open air. Now, I know you might state that it was a balloon, but the fact that it resembled a human figure made it even more creepy. Eyewitnesses from this site claimed that they were sure they had seen extraterrestrial life. Others were skeptical of their claims and came up with the idea that it was either someone in a jetpack or actually a helium balloon that oddly resembled a humanoid figure. What do you think was right? Magical city. You know how we always wanted to live in the clouds? Well, some residents in China actually got a glimpse of a tiny possibility of this happening. After some rain and hailstorms, their skies took the shape of tall buildings in the sky with clear structures right before their eyes. It looked so real that it almost felt like someone would peek out at any moment and wave from one of those buildings. It sounds too weird to be real, yet it was caught on camera by multiple people. Here is a logical explanation. This was actually just a mirage called Fata Morgana. It happens when light bends or refracts in unusual ways as it passes through layers of air with different temperatures. Creepy sighting. Have you ever wondered if we're truly alone in the universe? Well, after what was captured in this video, you might just have your answer. A group of friends were out on their usual evening strolls when this object caught their attention. It looked like a tiny UFO was flying away. I must say, this has to be the clearest evidence I have seen yet. Still, this video also feels too good to be true. According to some eagle-eyed viewers, this could be a clever trick to mess up viewers' minds. But who knows? Considering how the government also accepts their existence, there might be a slim chance of this being an actual UFO. Demonic entity. Driving through the streets might sound like an ordinary thing, but it got super weird for a bunch of friends when they saw this thing sitting on a tree branch right in front of them. It seemed to have pointed wings, and thank God that face was not revealed due to the sunlight and the camera angle. But here's the thing, no normal man has 4 legs. And let's not just talk about the face. Some people called it a piece of evidence for the existence of demons, while others were not willing to accept it and were persistent that it was a great work of editing. Sky monster. Residents of a small city in Colombia were carrying on their regular day when something bizarre in the sky caught their eye. It seemed like a dark humanoid figure was taking over the skies, and then moving around in the most eerie way. As soon as the video was posted to Facebook, it took the internet by storm. While its real origins were not discovered, many even believe that it could be some sort of an optical illusion. But how could it so perfectly resemble a human shape? This exact question made many convinced that some demon was getting ready to take over the city. Alien or angel? A calm stroll through the streets took an unexpected turn when people spotted this oddity floating in the air. The object or creature did not seem to be any normal thing. Some viewers even compared it with the famous animated character Ryuk and jokingly claimed he was back for his notebook, while others were skeptical that it could be a fallen angel that descended for some business. Even the photographer was so terrified he could barely capture a proper video, leaving us with just a short glimpse of the critter that was enough for the terror, but not for solid answers. Black figures. Who says that we need to explore outer space to find otherworldly life? Our own skies are filled with mysteries that are still a question mark. Some visitors spotted these bizarre-looking dark creatures aimlessly floating in the sky, and they had no proper shape or form to identify them. For many viewers, these critters resemble the dark alien forms roaming around to get a permanent planet. Already sounds strange to me. Although it sounds tempting to believe in the existence of aliens, let's not jump to conclusions. A group of eagle-eyed viewers were suggesting that this could be the work of a talented editor. So we gotta wait for another alien sighting. Cloud City. We've seen whole cities in clouds, and they were proved to be simple mirages. But I don't think anyone can come up with an explanation for this sighting. A bizarre formation in the clouds caught the attention of all the pedestrians, who were kind of surprised to see a whole structure in the sky, with people walking in it. Another weird detail about this cloudy sighting was the fact that it had lights blinking under it, almost like something was holding the whole structure up. Many viewers were skeptical that this could be a secret place, only accessible to the people in higher ranks, while others went crazy with their imagination and called it a projection of a parallel universe. The reality behind it still remained a mystery. Hovering entity.
Va subiendo. Ah, ya lo miré, sí, ya lo miré. Yo tampoco. Mírenlo.
Looks like advanced humanoid figures love visiting our planet. In a similar incident, a family stepped out for a calming walk in the streets of Colombia when they came across the strangest object floating in the sky. Once they started recording it and zoomed in, they found out that it was actually a humanoid figure with proper arms and legs. Now it was obvious that it was not an aircraft, and the fact that it was still in one place and not even moving out ruled out the possibility of a balloon. This is where people started coming up with the most bizarre possibilities. Some were sure that the family witnessed higher technology still hidden from the common man, and others warned the public that the aliens had entered our planet, and this was proof of it. What do you think it was? Flying couch. We all agree that couches are supposed to be in rooms, yet in Turkey, one sofa decided to break the rules and was seen flying in the sky. The superpower was given to it due to the strongest hurricane the city had seen. I'm pretty sure that sight also left some memories and a lot of questions in people's minds. The good thing was that the couch landed somewhere safely without bumping into anyone, but I do feel bad for the person who lost his sofa to the winds. Otherworldly chase. Seeing contrails and average airplanes has gotten old school. Here's some baffling footage that showed a creepy sight of an alleged UFO moving through the sky. Although the video was quite short, it was enough to stir quite some discussion among the online audiences. Some viewers explained that this was actually a helicopter chasing a UFO to bring it back to a facility, while others were skeptical that it could be some sort of drone flying in the area. Still, its shape and the fact that some people were trying to get a hold of it made the situation a bit shady and hard to believe. Black circle. How would you react if you were going somewhere and saw this floating in the air? The strange thing about this video was that the mysterious cloud was seen in different locations at different times. While some were hasty in jumping to conclusions and started calling it a sign of the end of times, there is a logical explanation behind this. These rings were actually a result of industrial activities, fireworks, or some sort of explosive event. So, nothing to worry about here. The world won't be ending anytime soon. Unknown entity. Get ready for this one because this is something truly twisting. Some villagers from Manaus, Brazil shared a video with the online world hoping to get some answers, but they were left with even more questions after it. At first glance, it looks like some sort of an unholy critter, and then if you look at it from a different angle, it might be antlers. Or just two tiny birds stuck in a web. But seriously, no one could understand what exactly these people found on this unfortunate day. I'll be needing your help here because it's getting hard for me to crack this one. Flying hoverboard.
UFO. No way. I can't see it on my phone camera.
This has to be one of the clearest videos of UFOs out there. An ordinary day turned into the most bizarre encounter for a homeowner when he looked out his window and spotted this object flying in the sky. Now, that was definitely not a balloon or any man-made aircraft. Eyewitnesses from the scene were sure that they had captured a UFO soaring through the skies. The mysterious flat shape and movement of this object made it impossible not to compare it with an extraterrestrial being. Angels. This short video was enough to make dozens of people believers again. It was filmed by an unsuspecting man who was capturing the beautiful skies on his phone, just like we all do. But here's when things took a bizarre turn. He spotted a winged creature flying in the sky most majestically. It was nothing like he had seen before. The cameraman even explained that this thing had the most divine presence, just like he had expected. But this appearance was only short-lived as the winged creature vanished behind the thick clouds later. Once the video went online, some accepted it as an angel's, while others called it a hoax. What do you think? Creepy witch. Driving through a remote abandoned road can often bring you to sights like this. A group of friends encountered this odd entity that seemed like an otherworldly figure moving most disturbingly. It was enough to take everyone's breath away. Looking at something like that can make anyone wonder that they were in the presence of a witch, and that's exactly what this group claimed too. But let's also consider other possibilities for this encounter. Some viewers shared that it could have been a naughty person pranking the poor friends with a piece of cloth and a drone. What do you think about this encounter? Stalking Figure. A family in California stepped out to get some fresh air and enjoy the view. But rather, they got a mind-boggling surprise. At first, they just shook it off by calling it a balloon. But things got creepy when they got a closer look at it. This figure had an uncanny resemblance to a human, and it was moving forward, creating a creepy effect to its existence. Here's where things get even more weird. The same figure was seen in different locations, searching the skies for something. But the reality behind what it was never revealed to the public. Viewers could guess between a high-tech jetpack suit and an extraterrestrial being visiting them, but nothing was confirmed. Otherworldly aircraft. An ordinary evening was taken over by this odd-shaped object free-falling out of the sky. I don't know about you, but to me, it doesn't look like any normal man-made thing. To add to its eerie existence, this object even had glowing lights in the middle. Although it might feel like this was a giant alien aircraft, it was actually just a tiny object. Yet its existence was enough to shake anyone to the core. Some experts also saw the video and even they could not make sense out of it. With so little known about our world and the universe, one can wonder if there is a possibility of aliens visiting us. Flying cigar. A resident from South Holland captured something utterly mesmerizing in the dusty skies. He saw this bizarre object with long antennae and a cigar-like shape. The object did not seem to move, so it couldn't be a balloon. Just as the news of this sighting had spread, people started coming up with different assumptions. Some called it a hot air balloon, and others even started saying that an alien accidentally left its spaceship in autopilot. Whatever the case was, spotting something like that near your house can be super creepy for sure. Odd object. While playing football is already a super exciting sport, it got a bit more entertaining for these friends when they spotted this object floating midair and simply existing in the area. It had a very thin shape and was moving forward just bit by bit. Now, here's the deal. There was no way something could be flying in the air like that. Even the keyboard warriors couldn't crack this one. So everyone, including the cameraman, were left with just questions and no specific answers to pinpoint what it was. Some conspiracy theories suggested the existence of hidden technology or actual otherworldly beings visiting Earth. Mystery bird. They say seeing is believing, but the unbelievable footage we're about to show you might just challenge everything you thought you knew. Some friends were enjoying their walk in a residential area of Los Angeles until they came across this bird-like silhouette. The object was making its way through the area like it owned the place, but nothing could be clearly said about what or who it was. According to some Reddit users, it was an alien spaceship visiting our planet for insights on our lives. Yet officially, the nature of this remains a total mystery. Creepy clouds. This is not some glitch in the Matrix. It is more like a revelation of reality. A biker was enjoying the nice weather and company of his children when his good time was overshadowed by this sight in the sky. The clouds seemed to have something hovering on top of them, and it had the most uncanny resemblance to a UFO. It even made an eerie electric sound like it was taking power from its surrounding. Although many viewers tried to prove the fact that this was some light reflecting from the back of the clouds, no one could prove where the eerie sounds were coming from. Even the biker was persistent that he had encountered an actual extraterrestrial sighting. Hiding in plain sight. While driving through the beautiful mountains of Japan, a family came across this unusual sight in the sky and recorded it to get an idea on what it was. As bizarre as it sounds, this cloud oddly resembled a UFO's shape and even left them wondering if the aliens were actually visiting our planet disguised as clouds. But no need to worry, it was just Mother Nature playing tricks on us with its beautiful art, as it had to be just a simple cloud showing off its glamour. Twin moons. A seemingly calm night at the beach brought forward the most bizarre sight when the visitors started seeing two moons in the sky. I know it sounds impossible, but here is a video proof of the bizarre happening. Some viewers even started calling it the sign of the end of the times. But no need to worry. There are two solid reasons behind this bizarre appearance. It was either caused by certain atmospheric conditions that create illusions or mirages, making it seem as if there are two moons in the sky. Sometimes planets like Venus or Jupiter can appear very bright in the sky close to the moon, and it could be perceived as two moons. So no need to worry if you ever see such a sight. Just enjoy the show! Purple lights. Peeking out from your window is not necessarily a calming experience every time. As for this guy, it got a bit creepy when he spotted these purple lights glowing in the distance. He even placed his hand in front of it to confirm that the video was not a fake. These lights seemed to belong to nothing in the vicinity, as there were no poles or buildings anywhere near. It left viewers and the eyewitness with one possibility, that these lights belonged to some extraterrestrial body that visited our planet to abduct a person or two. But it was never proved like that by anyone, so the question still remains on what it exactly was. Dragon tails. A cameraman was impressed by the beautiful clouds in the sky and started filming it. But he unknowingly captured something a lot more than he bargained for. At first, it looked like a giant bird was flying in the distance, but a closer look revealed the most astonishing features, revealing that it was more like a dragon that came back to life. The abnormally large wings and long tail was enough for people to start calling it a successful science experiment performed to bring these creatures to life. Angels from heaven. Locals in a remote city felt blessed when they saw two angels in broad daylight as they were engaged in some sort of a poetic dance with each other. They had the most beautiful wings of a pigeon and humanoid body. Although there was a strong consensus among viewers that these creatures were angels, some argued that they could be extraterrestrial life forms, as angels are not bound to make mistakes or sudden appearances on our planet. Still, some people with a realistic approach even suggested it could be the work of an editor trying to spread good intentions with his videos. Bizar Tree. All of these people had gathered around to observe the most shocking event that just didn't make any sense. It was a giant tree growing from within a car. Now, in order for that to happen, this vehicle had to be standing there for a really long time.
First of all, the first question is, how was it mounted? All right, this is the first question.
The crowd moved back and forth all around it and still couldn't make sense of how this was possible, as the car was not even there a day before. Some people said that it was mounted on the tree later, while others thought that it got there during someone's teleportation. Still, no one was able to make any sense of this happening. So if you have any answers, share in the comments. Glitch Sky. I know it looks like the sky is somehow glitching and it has been divided in two, but don't worry, this is not evidence of us living in a simulation. It was just nature playing with our tiny minds. The bizarre situation in the sky was captured by unsuspecting locals who were convinced that something unnatural was happening in this world and felt both amazed and terrified to have witnessed such a scene. Well, no one can blame them. Anyone would have reacted this way if they saw the sky dividing in half. This was actually combined with the working of sunlight, clouds, in the right time, creating the perfect illusion for us to ponder upon. Holy signs. Some homeowners walked out of their houses to find a crucifix-shaped cloud floating in the sky right above them. This sight was enough for them to feel like the most blessed people in the neighborhood, as they took it as a sign that Jesus was watching over them and that they were safe. This cloud shines even brighter than any normal cloud because of the perfect sunlight falling on it. Although some people were skeptical that those homeowners had created this illusion on their own, they were firm that the house was especially blessed. Creepy critter. A local was exploring the water body near his house when he came across the thing moving in the water. It had the most magical body, and he had never seen anything like it before.
No way.
Just like any curious person would do, he uploaded the video online, hoping to get some answers. And even though he really wanted it to be an alien, it turned out that it was actually a type of sea hare minding its own business.
The video seems to show a floating creature or something like that.
UFO sighting. The night sky of Brazil was lit up with something far more interesting than the usual stars and moon when people spotted this object scorching through the sky. The giant trail and extraordinary light of the objects made everyone first wonder that it could have been a meteor shower, but different claims from eyewitnesses suggested otherwise. Some were convinced that these objects were more than just meteors. Some even suggested that they had seen a similar object stationary in the sky just hours before the appearance in this area, pointing to the possibility of these two being linked to each other. Open discussion. One unfortunate evening, the skies of Singapore were taken over by the darkest clouds, ready to pour like never before. And this was not the only creepy thing. Once lightning struck, it revealed a serpentine dragon shadow moving across the sky. Many eyewitnesses confirmed that they were in the presence of the Great Eastern Dragon. These mythical creatures are known to bring wealth and good luck, so its presence in the sky was taken as a positive omen. However, seeing a mythical creature actually roaming the area was definitely not taken as a normal thing by anyone. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.